A creature weighing less than 2 ounces lands on the back of an animal that can weigh more than 6 tons. At first glance, it seems impossible that such a tiny bird could matter. But across Africa's wild landscapes, the survival of giants may depend on this fearless little partner. As the morning sun spreads across the savanna, buffalo, rhinos, giraffes, and hippos emerge from the shadows. Every step they take attracts unwanted passengers. Thousands of blood-feeding ticks cling to their skin, hiding deep within thick fur, behind ears, and inside folds where even the largest animals cannot reach. Then, almost silently, the oxpecker arrives. Perched confidently on a buffalo's shoulder, the bird begins its careful search. Its sharp bill slips between coarse hairs, pulling free one tick after another. Each tiny parasite becomes a meal. Every bite removes a threat capable of weakening even Africa's toughest mammals. The giant barely reacts. Instead of shaking the bird away, it continues grazing, allowing its small companion to roam freely across its body. This relationship has evolved over countless generations. The oxpecker gains a steady supply of food, while its massive host receives constant grooming that helps reduce parasite numbers. It is one of nature's most remarkable partnerships, built not on friendship, but on mutual benefit. Yet life on the back of a giant is anything but safe. A startled buffalo may suddenly charge through thorny brush. An elephant may spray mud across its body. A rhino can disappear into dense vegetation without warning. The oxpecker must cling tightly, balancing through every violent movement while never losing sight of its next meal. Its tiny feet grip with astonishing strength. Its reflexes are lightning fast. Every second demands perfect timing. Because for this bird, missing a step could mean falling into one of the harshest environments on Earth, and the dangers waiting below are only beginning. The African savanna never stays peaceful for long. As the herd moves toward fresh grass, hidden predators watch from the tall vegetation. Lions study every movement. Hyenas patrol patiently. Even crocodiles wait beside muddy riverbanks for a single mistake. The oxpecker often notices danger before its enormous host does. From its elevated perch, the bird constantly scans the landscape while feeding. At the first sign of trouble, it erupts into loud, piercing calls. Buffalo lift their heads. Impalas freeze. Giraffes stretch their necks even higher, searching the horizon. Scientists believe these warning calls can sometimes alert large mammals to approaching threats, giving them precious moments to react. But survival is never guaranteed. A charging lion can cover astonishing ground in seconds. Dust fills the air as hooves thunder across the plain. The oxpecker launches skyward just before the chaos unfolds, circling above the stampede until the danger has passed. When calm finally returns, the bird lands once again on a familiar back, continuing the task it knows best. Still, not every moment between bird and giant is perfectly balanced. While oxpeckers remove countless parasites, researchers have also observed them feeding from open wounds, drinking small amounts of blood and sometimes delaying the healing process. Nature rarely offers relationships that are completely one-sided or perfectly harmonious. Instead, survival is shaped by constant trade-offs. For the giant mammals, the benefits of parasite removal often outweigh the occasional cost. For the bird, every opportunity to feed can make the difference between life and death. On the African plains, perfection doesn't exist, only adaptation. As afternoon heat shimmers across the landscape, another challenge begins. Ticks are relentless. They hatch in enormous numbers, climbing blades of grass and waiting for the next warm body to pass. A single large mammal can carry hundreds or even thousands of parasites during peak seasons. The oxpecker never stops working. It walks across broad backs, climbs over horns, disappears into ears, and carefully inspects every fold of skin. Its movements are deliberate, almost methodical, turning an ordinary feeding session into a full-body inspection. Young birds learn these skills by watching experienced adults. Every successful search sharpens instincts that will serve them for years. But food is never guaranteed. When parasite numbers decline, competition increases. Several oxpeckers may crowd onto the same animal, each racing to uncover hidden meals before another bird finds them first. Sometimes disagreements erupt into brief aerial chases before everyone settles back to work. As evening approaches, the giants head toward waterholes, where another world comes alive. Hippos rise from muddy pools. Elephants coat themselves in fresh layers of mud that help protect their skin from insects and the scorching sun. Buffalo gather shoulder to shoulder as dust hangs in the golden light. Even here, the oxpecker remains close. Tomorrow will bring another wave of parasites, another search for food, and another day balancing on some of Africa's most powerful animals. Its life may appear small, its role is anything, but when darkness slowly settles across the savanna, the giants disappear into the fading landscape. The oxpecker leaves its living platform and seeks a safe place to rest before sunrise begins the cycle again. Few people notice this remarkable bird. Most eyes are drawn toward elephants, rhinos, buffalo, or giraffes. Yet hidden among these legendary animals is a partnership that quietly shapes everyday survival. The oxpecker reminds us that size alone does not define importance. Sometimes the smallest creature can influence the health, awareness, and resilience of the largest animals on Earth. Every tick removed, every warning call given, and every careful landing becomes part of a story millions of years in the making. Nature thrives through connections that are often invisible until we look closer. The African wilderness is not built by giants alone. It survives because countless species, large and small, depend on one another in ways that continue to surprise us. The next time you see a massive buffalo standing calmly beneath the endless African sky, look a little closer. You may discover that one tiny bird is carrying a responsibility far greater than its size could ever suggest. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden partnerships of the wild, be sure to subscribe and join us for more incredible stories from nature's greatest survivors.